What's wrong?
Toto. That's my signature.
You made this?
I've never even been here before.
That woman in the picture is you, isn't it? So...
Jack. There's something you should know. 1999. I was 8 years old, playing in my backyard, and a woman approached me, told me she was from the future. She gave me very specific details of events that would come to pass. She gave me this. Filled with dates, events, proof of it all. Jack, that woman.
it was you.
Everything I told myself would happen, did. Every detail, for better or worse, came to pass, and couldn't be changed. Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path. And they can't be changed or undone.
Beth,
When we step in that time machine, you will see for yourself.
all right. If you're that sure about how all this works, we can try it your way.
Notebook was full of dates, events that would come to pass, instructions. Her entire existence was formed out of those pages.
Beth, I know that this encounter will be a lot to take in. After all, it's not every day you meet your future self. I tell you that you need to keep this all a secret, but I know you won't listen. You'll learn that lesson the hard way. The next few years won't be easy for you. Nobody you know is ever going to understand what you are going through. Those closest to you will try to change you, convince you that you are losing your mind. You're not. You are special. You have been chosen to do something amazing. Know that your struggles will all be worth it in the end because you have a purpose. You're going to save the world. How do I know? I've been through this all before, and I'm going to prove it. Below, you will find a list of events that will come to pass in the future. They cannot be changed or undone. It will take time for you to accept this, but eventually you will learn to use this knowledge to your advantage. You will be prepared for what is coming. October 3rd, 2000. Derek Stevenson has been bullying you for months. On October 3rd, you will push him down the staircase at school. You'll do everything in your power to resist this, partly to avoid the consequences, partly to prove this book wrong. But the terrible things he will say in that moment will be too much for you to handle. He'll pretend to cry, claim that you gave him a concussion, and you'll take all the blame. You will be transferred to another school. You'll hope things will get better. They won't. It's going to be a difficult year. Whenever you feel helpless, just remember this book. You are special. You have a purpose that they don't. Hold on to that. And if it makes you feel better, 16 years from now, Derek will be working at a dollar store. He still lives with his mom. December 3rd, 2000. Mr. Hartsuk from next door will pass away. February 3rd, 2001. The kids at school will steal your jacket. Your parents will claim that you were hiding it on purpose so that they will buy you a new one. Look in the bin on the corner of 3rd and Main. You'll find something that will get you through the winter. You'll be teased for wearing it by Michelle. You'll fight back, but it will only make things worse. Eventually, when you are able to contain your anger, take her aside and say the following to her. I'm sorry about your mom. Then give her a hug. She will push you away. She will look incredibly confused, vulnerable. She will never tease you again. April 24th, 2001. Erica, your best friend, will break her arm. Having read this, you will do everything in your power to prevent this. The actions you take to avoid this from happening will only make it so. This is the first time you will truly witness that your fate is already determined. It cannot be changed. Erica will blame you for the incident. Try not to take this to heart. You will soon discover that she isn't the friend you thought she was. Stay strong. You will find people who respect you for who you are very soon. August 5th, 2001. You will take the night bus home. There will be only one other passenger on board, a scruffy-looking kid with a black eye. His name is Jack Joyce. Remember his face. He's going to become important down the line. September 11th, 2001. This is the one that will change you. An event will occur that will devastate the entire nation. An act of terrorism will cause the World Trade Centers to collapse. Thousands will die. I won't go into further detail because the more you know, the more painful it will become when you are unable to prevent it, and you will try to prevent it. You will fail. You will curse this book for not telling you more. You will curse yourself for not being able to stop it. It will take a long time to get over this, but eventually you will use this pain to fuel your path forward. You've now felt what it is to be completely unprepared for what is coming. It won't happen again. Next time, you will be ready. This is the event that will finally make you believe. Any doubt you had will disappear. You're ready to take on this mission. So what is coming? October 8th, 2016. An experiment gone wrong will cause time to break down. This event will be referred to as a fracture in time. The onset of this event cannot be prevented, but the outcome must be. If the fracture is not stopped, then time itself will come to an end. Life on our planet will end. Saving the world wasn't an overstatement. It is your mission. You must stop the fracture. You can pull this off, but to do so, you need to follow some simple instructions. Learn who to trust. Short answer, nobody. The less people know about you, the safer you will be. From this point forward, your mission takes priority over every other aspect of your life. Do not start a relationship of any kind that you aren't willing to leave behind at a moment's notice. There is one exception to this rule. We'll get to that. Know your enemy. Monarch Solutions. They will try to prevent you from achieving your goal. Learn everything you can about them. You will know the best way to achieve this when the time is right. Monarch is run by a man named Paul Serene. You must never be seen by Paul Serene. If he discovers you, then you will risk failing your mission. Learn everything you can about him. Remain hidden, but keep in mind that the best place to hide is often in plain sight. Blend in. Change your appearance frequently. Hair color, clothing style, everything. Be cautious about drawing attention to yourself. Learn to blend in. Examine those around you, the way they move, speak, laugh. Copy them. Become your surroundings. Train daily. There are a series of skills you will need to master to truly be prepared. Hand-to-hand combat, Filipino Kali and Jeet Kune Do, weapons training, knives, pistols, shotguns, rifles, wilderness survival, compartmentalization, lip reading, face reading. The list is one that you will build as you go. In time, you will understand what is necessary and what isn't. Don't rush yourself. Start with gymnastics. Study your target. Jack Joyce. He is the one person who can help you in your mission. He is the exception to Rule 1. You can trust him. Learn what you can about Jack. Study him from afar, but do not approach him directly. You aren't the only one watching him. On October 9th, 2016, you will rescue Jack Joyce. From there, the next steps will reveal themselves. Be patient with him. He's stubborn, reckless, naive, but you can't do this without him. And he has his moments. He's much smarter than he seems at first. Don't mistake brief for stupidity. Study your objective, the countermeasure. This is the device that was built to stop the fracture. Achieve this and the world will be saved. The device was built by Jack's brother, Dr. William Joyce. Any attempt to contact William or find the countermeasure before the onset of the fracture will be in vain. Wait, Jack will show you the way. Retrieving the countermeasure will not be a simple task. It will involve great hardship and sacrifice. When the time comes, you will be ready for this. When you first read this, it won't make much sense to you. Over time, you will believe every word, but you will feel underprepared. You will wish that I had told you everything. I promise you that what is written here is everything you will need to get you where you need to be. I know this, because I'm already there. Chin up, Toto. You're going to achieve amazing things. You.
It's her. She's the one who's been painting all over the city. Jesus. Looks climbable.
Why the hell would your brother put maintenance controls way up there?
That's exactly the kind of question that never would have entered Will's mind while building this thing. Hey, I think I can get to the reset from here. Of course.
I'm still getting used to that.
Don't expect to. All right, all lights are green.
Chronon levels are stable. Diagnostics are positive. This may actually work. It's ready. It's actually functional.
Okay, we're doing this. I'll set the date into the console. July 4th, 2010. Are you ready?
No. Are you?
No.
Okay. Let's go. We've got Dr. Emerald. If she can fix this machine, then this is it. I have mixed feelings. That notebook gave me some kind of sense of invulnerability. I always knew what came next. Once I enter that machine, from that point forward, this story's unwritten. I haven't told Jack this, but I have found things in this swimming pool. Scattered papers, journal entries in my handwriting. My journey from this point forward isn't gonna be easy. That much is clear. As long as we succeed, it's all worth it. This can't be for nothing. We will succeed. We have to. It's our destiny.
Okay. The date is, it's February 28th, 1999. William Joyce. All right. After months of arduous work, my machine is finally ready for human testing. Ready is defined by me, since ready is obviously a relative term when you're dealing with the deformation of the chronon field and recreating of black hole's mass density by tangent. Okay, in short summary, I built a time machine. and it works. I'm gonna prove it, or die. Okay, just need to make some final preparations. When I enter the machine, I will travel clockwise around the corridor. Okay, core is active. Chronon levels are stable. I'll travel clockwise around the corridor, exiting back into the same location in the near future. Oh. This clock is set to my watch. Now, when I exit the machine, there should be a significant difference in time between my watch and the clock in this room. Corridor is locked in place. Okay, setting the date to 5 minutes to the future for the first test. Now, admittedly, traveling to the past would be much more impressive, but I can travel backwards in time only as far as the first activation of the machine's core, which is, well, now. Okay, machine's ready. Monitor is stable. What I'm about to do is gonna change the very fabric of it. I don't remember.
This is it. There's no turning back.
Hey, wait! What did you do? That was the wrong door. You changed the date. Where is she? Where is she?
I had no choice. I couldn't let you take the countermeasure. It would put our entire plan at risk. I already called Monarch from the terminal. They're on their way. It's over. What did you do?
Fuck!
We need the countermeasure to run the lifeboat.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna follow through with the plan. Tie her up and get as far away from here as you can.
I will. You just take care of yourself, Jack. Okay?
Your first journey back in time, 2010. This is where our notes get hazy.
You know how it ended.
Your goal when you arrived was to retrieve the countermeasure.
But my goal had to wait. Because I wasn't alone.
July 4th, 2010, 8:32 a.m. From William Joyce. Re the countermeasure. To Beth Wilder. Okay, leaving the workshop now. The countermeasure is secured in my safe. I know better than to ask the reasoning behind this request. In 11 years, you've never been wrong, and I don't want to know about the future anyway. But that won't make this easier for me to digest. Can we meet tomorrow? Now that the device is complete, I need to know what the next steps are. And please be careful with the countermeasure. It's tremendously powerful, and sourcing the chronon particles for it alone has taken over a decade. Rebuilding would take me years and years. To Beth Wilder. From William Joyce. Date July 4th, 2010, 7:44 a.m. Subject, the countermeasure. I'm now going to ask you to do something that will sound counterintuitive. Leave the workshop, leave the countermeasure behind, and do not return until tomorrow morning. As with all of my orders, it is best that I don't go into further detail. To Beth Wilder, from William Joyce. Date July 4th, 2010, 7:01 a.m. Subject, the countermeasure. It's finished. It's finally finished. Tests are all positive. I have officially constructed a working countermeasure for a fracture in time. I can't prove it, obviously, since there's no fracture to deploy it against, but I believe it will work. It has passed every test I can conceive. There's no reason I can see that it wouldn't. Given your knowledge of the future, I'm guessing you already knew this would be the date I completed my work. This day has been a long time coming. I was beginning to doubt it was possible. I haven't heard from you in almost 2 years now. Please tell me you are still out there.
Hey, Bobby Radford coming at you on 4th of July. And what a fine day it is, too. Things are looking up for Riverport. Don't believe me? Just look at that shiny new Monarch building going up. That's a big deal for this town. Sure, I know there's been complaints, talking about how Monarch's tearing down this or that, taking over the mom and pop spots, making Riverport more corporate. Some of that's happening. It ain't all good. A huge corporation like that, you know, they're all about power and profit. But I say, hold on there. Put it in perspective. This town's been miserable for a long time. A long time. When our shipbuilding industry took that final nosedive, we hit one hell of a slump. A lot of people I know have been unemployed for years now, and that's hard. But Monarch's here. And they're starting to change that big time. So they ain't perfect. So what? It beats the alternative. I want to be optimistic about this. It ain't wrong to have a little hope for the future. I want to believe that this is capitalism working as intended, you know? The American way, you could say.
Beth? It's me. Hey. What happened to you?
This is it. There's no turning back. Jack? Dr. Emerald sent me to the future. I fought for months trying to find a way to get back. I wasn't the only one. Stop! I followed him back. He set William's machine to 1999. The first possible exit point.
Don't shoot!
It's okay. Hey, it's okay. Ow. It's okay. I'm on your side.
Who are you?
I'm Beth Wilder. There's some things you need to know.
You're the reason he built the countermeasure. And you've been here ever since. 11 years. Why? Why didn't you come back?
We should get ready. We don't have much time.
She had changed. And there was a weight in her eyes. She was hiding something.
She always was. What exactly do you believe changed in Beth?
She lost hope.
Beth's Journal, February 28th, 1999. Back in time. Here I am, back in a time I've already lived once before. No idea how long I'll need to stay here. No idea what comes next. This isn't how it was supposed to go. This wasn't the plan. If I'm going to come to terms with that, then I'm going to need to write it all down. There's nobody to tell this to but myself. So, hello me. Again. This all started back in 2016. Jack and I kidnapped Dr. Amaral. We were supposed to use the time machine to travel back to 2010 and retrieve the countermeasure. I believe Dr. Amaral switched the date at the last moment. I heard Jack calling out, but it was too late. I was already inside. There was nothing to do but keep moving forward. And when I exited the corridor, I arrived in the one place I never thought possible, the end of time. My greatest fear was realized. I'm still trying to grasp what that means. My entire life has been devoted to stopping the fracture. What I saw, was it proof that it couldn't be stopped? I can't believe that. There's a logic to all of this, a meaning. I just haven't found it yet. I'm not ready to write down details of the end of time. Not yet. The essential part of the story is that I found a way back. I spent a long time trying to fix William's machine, but somebody beat me to it. He set a course to the earliest time the machine could operate, the first time the core was activated, February 28th, 1999. I followed him through. That's when I found William, still alive, much younger than I had ever seen him. I warned him about the fracture. I told him that he was the only one who could create the countermeasure. He begged me not to tell him anything else about the future. He said he couldn't stand living like that, being constantly aware of what will come to pass, his every action just part of the preordained dance. I wanted to tell him more, but I know how he felt. William agreed to do what must be done. He agreed to build the countermeasure. This whole time, it was me who set him on that path. He says the machine doesn't have the sufficient chronon capacity to return me to the future. He says a jump that far would be nearly impossible without a substantial scientific breakthrough. Apparently, that hasn't happened yet. That's his way of saying I'm trapped in 1999, second time around. So, here I am.
July 19th, 1999. Time machine move, success. I worked with Will to get the time machine moved. Had to make sure Serene wouldn't be able to use it to his advantage, so we moved it to the one place I knew it would be safe, Bradbury Swimming Pool. Will spent a big chunk of his research grant buying the property. It's the one place I know for sure that Monarch won't find us. After all, they still weren't aware of it in 2016. That means this is my new home for the time being. Will refuses to build the countermeasure here. He says that it has to be done at his workshop. He chose that location to build the time machine for a reason. Something about abnormal chronon density, anomalies, whatever. Didn't seem to concern him that the very people we need to hide from know about his workshop. Probably doesn't help that he won't let me tell him who those people actually are. Guy's almost as stubborn as his brother. Now that the move is complete and Will is on his way, all I can do is wait. Not liking the idea of that. Keeping busy was the only thing that distracted me from the eerie nature of being trapped here. Guess I should look at the bright side. Second chance at having a killer Y2K party? September 5th, 1999. little me. The most surreal experience. Her eyes looked full of life, looking to the clouds, invulnerable to the world around her. She looked full of life. She looked happy. It was me. I knew the day was coming. I knew that I had to go see her and set her on her mission so that she would do what needed to be done, so that someday she would become, well, me. She was in the backyard, bright red duffel coat, playing. Simple pleasures. It's strange, I remember the small details so differently the first time around. When I was a child, that woman who came to see me seemed like an angel, a limitless source of wisdom, gifting me with purpose. Now, I was that woman, trembling, a lump in my stomach, nervous as hell. It didn't matter. I knew she was too young to see those things on my face. I gave her the notebook. I told a small child to give up those simple pleasures to pursue a life that would bring nothing but pain and hardship. I promised her that it would all be worth it, that she would make a difference, that she would save the world. She believed me. January 1st, 2000. Epic Y2K party. Ate bagels with cream cheese and watched Buffy reruns in a drained swimming pool. Party on. September 11th, 2001. 9/11. I tried to stop it a second time. I warned them, told them exactly what was going to happen. Nothing changed. I came to terms with the fact that none of this could be changed as a child, but since then I've seen things that make me desperate to prove myself wrong, desperate to believe that what I've seen cannot come to pass. I tried to stop the rise of Monarch. I tried to stop Paul Serene, both versions of him. Every action was negated by the force of a timeline that cannot be bent or broken. I've tried to stop tragedy as well. Jack's parents, Christmas of 1999. I knew what happened to them. This time I was there. Car crashed exactly as it was supposed to. My presence only led it to happen as it always did. I went to the funeral. I watched Jack cry. I watched Will build up a wall around himself. I watched two brothers change forever in that moment, and I could do nothing about it. And now, this. Fuck. May 22nd, 2002. Monarch. They spotted me near William's workshop. Barely got out of there alive. After all this time, Serene is still obsessed with finding me. He won't give up until he does. Have to be more careful in the Rucher. May 22nd, 2003. The end of time. Been having recurring nightmares about what I saw. I've been dreading doing this, but it's time. I have to write it out. It's the only way to move past it. In 2016, I entered the time machine, intending to travel back to 2010. That didn't happen. Dr. Amaral changed the date. When I exited the machine, I arrived at the end of time. The fracture had run its course. Time had stopped altogether. The entire world was frozen in one hanging moment. I was the only one still able to function. Or so I thought. Then the shifters came. I can still hear them. Their sounds echo through my dreams. The entire world was still, except me. They really don't like movement. I'd stepped out of the machine into the one thing I spent my entire life trying to prevent. The fracture was never fixed. I was living through the proof. The first hours were the hardest. I was living through a nightmare that I couldn't wake up from, surrounded by constant reminders that my mission would fail. Never dare to stay in one place, because the shifters were always searching, always hunting. I wasn't alone. I discovered the first evidence of this a few days in. I heard the shifters become agitated, but I was nowhere near them. They were following somebody else. Paul Serene. A younger Paul. Scared, weak, vulnerable. He found me, tried to convince me that we needed to work together, to help each other through.
He found out very quickly that I wanted him dead. He had no training, no killer instinct, but he had those damn powers, and all I had was the chronon harness. The end of the world, the only two people left, and we became sworn enemies. I can't be sure how long we spent there. It could have been months, could have been years. When time doesn't move, it feels like an eternity. Our grip on reality slipped away, trapped in an endless loop of brutal survival. Though we were enemies, there was a strange bond formulated through that suffering. We've shared an experience that no other human has ever endured. Eventually, Paul managed to get William's time machine working. He was convinced that he needed to travel back to the earliest possible point in order to stop this all from happening. He had yet to learn that the past couldn't be changed. I followed him through the machine, but he escaped. He formed Monarch. He built an empire. I watched the birth of a monster. I can't escape the feeling that my actions helped shape what he became. Maybe I could have guided him. Maybe if I hadn't tried to hunt him down and kill him at the end of time. That can't be my part in all of this. There has to be more. I wake up in a cold sweat most nights. I hear the shifters coming. I can almost feel their presence. Much of my experience at the end of time has become a blur in my memory. But there is one detail that I can't shake. One detail that brings my entire mission into question. One detail that haunts me.
2021. February 3rd, 2005. Hobbies. 5 years until the countermeasure will be complete. I spend most of my days training. I don't know what happens once the device is finished, but being prepared is my specialty. I still wonder if Jack will follow the plan, if he'll emerge from that machine in 2010. Best not to think about it. I'm not giving up, but I can't let these thoughts consume me. I need to focus on the present. Focus on what is in front of me. That's the mantra that keeps me going. Just focus on the present. So I decided to take on some hobbies. Tried poetry, got depressed, dabbled with a guitar for a while, smashed it against the wall. Then I started experimenting with graffiti. Seems to be working out okay for me so far. It's fulfilling on a few different levels, partly as a form of self-expression, partly as a means of release, partly just to fuck with people. What happens when Joe analyzes some graffiti on a wall one day, builds an interpretation in his head, and then 3 years later, his depiction of that image comes true? Not sure, but it's fun to think about. I can't change anything, but at least this gives me the illusion of some kind of power. That illusion is what keeps me holding on. Sometimes I leave anonymous notes in people's mailboxes, telling them what will happen next week. I watch their reactions from afar. Voyeurism and graffiti. That's my life these days. Focus on the present. October 8th, 2007. Jack. I started watching him recently. I know Monarch is tracking him, so I keep my distance. I wasn't sure why I felt a need to follow him, to watch his life from the outside, but now I think I understand. I met Jack in the wake of his brother's death, the onset of the fracture. Worst day of both of our lives. He was broken. That's the only Jack I ever knew. There's some kind of comfort in seeing him in happier times. I watched his band play a gig nearby. Atrociously bad, whiny emo music. Definitely a music movement I didn't need to live through a second time, but there was something pure about seeing him up there, letting it all out. He never had an easy life. It was nice to see that he found a way to release all that. He just looked happy.
It made me forget everything else. The nightmares stopped for a while after that, so I kept following him. It gave me something else to focus on. I've spent most of my life hiding who I am, what I know. I knew Jack for less than 24 hours, but he's the only person I've opened up to about everything. I told him the truth. He believed me. I wish I could thank him for that. I'm not sure what I'm going to tell him if he comes through that machine on July 4th, 2010. What will he see when he sees me? 11 years will have passed. I look like I've aged 3 lifetimes since then, and for him, it could be a matter of minutes. What do I say? That I saw the end? That this might all be for nothing? I was the one who believed without question that we would stop the fracture. That confidence has now been replaced with insecurity, weakness. I fear letting him see that. I fear that he'll see the doubt in my eyes. For years, I felt invincible, full of hope. I'm not that woman anymore. I'm scared.
December 11th, 2007. Memory. Tonight, I painted something at the university campus. It was only after I was finished and took a step back to look at it that I realized I've seen it before, about a decade ago. Remains of something painted on a wall but washed away. It was a jolt. Is all of this futile? Nothing sticks. Nothing has changed. All of it washed away by the river of time. Fucking time travel. July 9th, 2008. Will. I've been in contact with Will every 6 months or so. Short exchanges just to get an update on his progress building the countermeasure. He's still at least 2 years away from completion, but he's now confident that he knows how the countermeasure will work. He told me that the countermeasure will be able to reverse a fracture in time, but in order to do so, it must be activated early in the escalation of the fracture. Once the fracture runs its course, once the end of time is reached, he believes the countermeasure will be rendered ineffective. I asked him what it would mean if the end of time ever occurred. He said it would mean that the fracture was never stopped. It would mean that we failed. July 21st, 2008. Everything I have done has been for nothing. July 4th, 2010. Final entry. The day is here. Soon I will receive word that William has completed the countermeasure. I'm sure of it. I've come to accept that this doesn't mean we will succeed. I've come to accept that my mission was a lie. But I'm not giving up. Lie or not, I devoted my life to this cause. It gave me meaning. It's all I've ever known. Even if I've seen the proof that I won't succeed, I'm not giving up. I will dedicate every ounce of courage I have left to seeing this through. I'll retrieve the countermeasure. I'll keep it safe until 2016. I will do everything in my power to activate it when the time comes. I will fail, but I will fail knowing I did everything in my power to save the world. For years, I hoped that this would be the day when I would see Jack again. I've given up that hope. This mission started with me alone. That's how it will end. This will be my final entry.
Do this anymore. I can't. I can't fucking do this.
Years.
I'll unlock the door.
So where's Will? Where's the countermeasure?
The countermeasure's at William's workshop, where he built it.
Then that's where we go.
Yes. That was the plan. Just have to unlock this.
You did all this?
Oh. Yeah. My supplies are upstairs. We'll need to get them. There's so much you don't know that you never saw. I gave up on the idea that you would ever come.
I need to know we're still in this together.
I told you once our fate is already laid out for us. I still believe that. More than ever. I'm just worried what that might mean.
It means we finish this.
You need gear? Take whatever you need. The rest of it's going in the river, along with everything else I brought here.
That's a little drastic.
My time here is done, Jack. I have to erase my presence. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Okay. The countermeasures at Will's workshop. We find it, then what?
You bring it back here, use the machine, and return to the future. Use it to stop the fracture. That was always the plan.
That is still the plan.
Yes. Ready when you are, Jack.
Rise of Monarch, whiteboard. March 1999, Monarch formed. CEO never disclosed. Lucrative investments all based on Serene's future knowledge. August 2000, Monarch spotted following William Joyce. Monarch is following William throughout Riverport, no longer safe to keep in direct communication. May 2001, Martin Hatch hired. First listing of Martin Hatch on employee chart. No details available on Hatch prior to this. May 2002, Monarch patrolling workshop. Monarch spotted me near Will's workshop. Barely escaped alive. Must avoid workshop area. October 2006, Monarch on Fortune 500. Well positioned on Fortune 500. Investments have stopped. PR campaign has begun. February 2005, spotted by Monarch. Monarch is still searching for me. Must stay out of public eye from this point forward. March 2006, R&D facility commissioned. Gull Island. Must investigate further. October 2006, Martin Hatch promoted. Martin Hatch now designated Monarch spokesperson. Previous spokesperson found dead. Every promotion Hatch receives results from a trail of blood. May 2008, Monarch Tower construction. Construction begins on Monarch Tower. December 2009, Monarch investigated Will's workshop. Monarch personnel spotted covertly entering Will's workshop. They may know what we're up to. Monarch security cameras now surround workshop. Approaching area will alert Serene. March 2010, Monarch chronon tech delayed. Monarch chronon research under Dr. Kim not proceeding as planned. Not enough chronon particles available. Ground zero not present. December 2010, Dr. Sophia Amaro recruited. Hired as chronon research scientist.
You followed Paul to 1999. Why did he travel so far back?
To form Monarch. Prepare for what's coming.
You kept tabs on him.
And he's kept tabs on me.
I can't imagine what happened to you. When you entered that machine, I wanted to go after you, but I didn't know where Sophia sent you or how to find you.
You made it here. It's all that matters. You followed the plan.
Whatever happened to you, change it.
Don't.
We can fix this.
Don't.
We can undo this.
You still don't get it. It can't be changed. No matter what we do, the pieces fall in all of the exact same places. I've tried. Over and over.
I can't just sit back and do nothing.
You have to let go. Jack. You have to let go. I've seen it. The end of time. That is where she sent me. I was there. I've been fighting this fight my entire life, and I saw us fail. I saw where this leads. I just don't know anymore. I don't know if we can win this thing.
Then we'll die finding out.
February 28th, 1999. 2100 hours. He got away. Serene is gone. When Amaral sent me through the machine, I thought I'd come out on the other end with a solution in sight. I found the opposite. The end of time. I saw it. I don't know what that means. Ever since I was 8 years old, I saw proof that things happen for a reason, that they can't be changed, that I had a purpose. I don't know what to believe now. If what I saw was real, then anything we do to stop it will fail. If that's true, then what is this all for? What does it mean? I can't give up. I'm gonna complete the cycle. Find a solution. There's still hope. I have to believe that.
I don't know a fraction of the hell that Beth went through, what she experienced when she saw the end of time, how that changed her like it changed Paul. Followed by 11 years of living like a ghost. Beth I'd known had laser focus. This Beth, she had doubts.
You okay?
Yeah.
But the countermeasure, the one thing that could set things right, was waiting for us at Will's workshop.
There it is.
In 2010, Monarch didn't own the area yet. That came shortly after because of what happened with you. But we knew William was building something new in his workshop, and we knew it must be important. We were monitoring the place.
Yeah, Beth knew about your presence. She'd done spying on her own. We came over the rooftops to avoid detection.
Does Will know we're coming?
No, he doesn't.
I can't believe we're stuck working on the 4th of July.
Hey, you don't have to do this. You wanted to take the extra shift.
I know.
This way, Jack.
What are you gonna do with the extra cash?
I'm gonna buy a panic bed. This job sucks.
Who the hell turned out the...
Whoops. Sorry.
Like goddamn power outages this week. That's the last straw. I've had it.
Where the hell you think you're going, Punch?
I quit.
Let's go. From this point on, we may be in their sights. We need to be quick.
Hey, Will?
He's not here. I made sure of that.
What? Why? He's the only one that knows how to use the countermeasure.
Which is why he needs to be kept safe, in case things go bad.
Fine. We get the device, then you lead me to my brother.
Sure.
Now, where do we find this thing?
Will said he secured it inside a safe. Somewhere in the building.
All right, Will. Where'd you hide that safe? 11 years. Building this thing was his life for 11 years.
Yeah.
This must be where he built it.
It's April 2nd, 1999. It's been about a month since the incident. Since I was shot by the man from the future. Since Wilder. I've moved the machine. Hidden it. I wish I could destroy it, but, I made it tell me as little as possible. The more you know about what'll happen, the worse it'll be. We're all puppets. I can take that for as long as I can't tell the difference. I think she understood. Doesn't matter anyway. She told me the fracture is gonna happen because of what I did. I have to fix it. I have to. I don't know how yet. I have to build a countermeasure of some kind. I know the theoretical mechanism of the field's collapse, but how to stop it, let alone reverse it. It'll take years of research. I have no idea how to do this. How to pay for it. I don't know. Wilder's from the future, and she came to me. I have to assume that I was successful, right? Why else would she come to me?
He was planning on giving it to you.
And it was stolen before he ever had the chance. Which means this is the only way it can play out.
Will's Journal, June 7th, 2010. The countermeasure is near completion. I should be celebrating. I should be excited. 11 years of work is coming to an end, but there's a weight on my mind. I can't shake it off. Jack came to see me. He found out that I sold our parents' house to continue funding my research. Understandably, he was furious. After all, the house was left to both of us. He doesn't understand the necessity of what I'm doing here. Talking turned to yelling, yelling turned to pushing. He told me it wasn't mine to sell. He told me they were his parents too. He told me that I was a piece of shit. I was angry. I couldn't contain myself. And then I said it. I still don't believe the words came out of my mouth. I told him that it was his fault, the car crash. I told him that he was to blame for everything we'd been through. I knew it was the one thing that could truly hurt him, and I used it. I can justify my actions as a result of months of fatigue, frustration, lack of sleep. It was wrong. I knew it as soon as I said it. He just stood there, devastated for what felt like minutes. I could see a wall building between us. He told me he's leaving this town. He's never coming back. That was 3 days ago. I haven't been able to reach him since. I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't concentrate. I know the countermeasure will be finished soon, but that victory is a hollow one now. I've spent 11 years building a device to save the world. The only thing that kept me going all this time was the fact that there was one person in this world that I needed to protect no matter what the cost. I just lost him.
still stuck in the studio just a little while longer. Whereas all of you folks are out there enjoying what I hope are spectacular 4th of July parties. So set up some fireworks, eat a little too much, drink until every joke you hear is funny, and spend some time with your loved ones. Appreciate the good things in your life, you know? This country ain't perfect, but it's still pretty damn good, and it's sure as hell worth celebrating. I'm about done here myself. I can't wait to get home, crack open a beer or 3, and kick back with the people I love most. We're gonna appreciate that this year's better than last year, and we've all got good things to look forward to. And isn't that what today's really all about? Being safe and free, not having to be afraid, knowing that we've made a future for ourselves, and that it's all gonna be all right. Yeah. Riverport, this is Bobby Radford signing off for tonight. And wishing all of you a happy Independence Day.
There's some things you need to know. You're the only one who wants to stop it.
There's no theoretical groundwork. It could take even years to build.
And it will. You'll have to keep it a secret. Even from the ones you love. It's the only way to keep them safe. You witnessed one, didn't you? An echo.
Yeah. It was you.
A long time ago now.
Door's locked. Knowing Will, that's where the safe is. Just need to find a way in. Let's see here.
It was all there on the board. The details of his downward spiral. His work consumed him. Became some kind of desperate obsession. He was never the same.
William's reminder whiteboard. Call Jack on birthday. Apologize to Jack for not calling on birthday. June 2nd, don't forget. Don't forget what? Thanksgiving, remember. Pay electricity. Get electricity turned back on. Jack's birthday equals June 2nd. Buy groceries. Give Beth update on status. Erase this. June 2nd. Apologize to Jack again. GMDR. What does this note mean? Buy whiteboard eraser. Meet with bank for loan. Shower first. Shower.
The device wasn't there, but it must have been at one time. The power setup wasn't working, but it must have worked at some point.
Maybe I can rewind time to get this working.
Hey, I did it. Door's unlocked. Come take a look at this. He didn't leave the code, but I can crack it. I just need some time to...
Somebody's here.
It's Monarch. I knew it. I knew they'd find us.
I'll take care of it. Just get that safe open, stay inside.
Yeah. Okay.
You'd been spotted the moment you arrived. You never had a chance. You were on a suicide mission.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna lie down and just give up without a fight. Not then, not ever.
This is Trojan 1 approaching workshop perimeter. Over.
Remember, orders are to take her alive. Monarch Actual's en route.
Roger.
Stop right there. Where's the girl?
Hey, hold on. Take it easy. What seems to be the problem, guys?
On your knees, now! Trojan 4, we're going inside.
I can't let you inside that building.
I said on your fucking knees. That's an order.
Hey, I'm warning you. This is not a fight you want to start.
Then stand down.
I'm not gonna do that.
Fire! What the fuck was that? Shoot it!
What's the sit rep? He got backup. I don't know what he is.
We're trying to keep the mission quiet and tight. We can't afford unwanted attention.
He's fucking tearing us apart! I'm on my way. Hold the perimeter.
Paul.
Hand it over.
I said, get out of my way.
Give me the device. Come with me. We can survive this together. You know it can't be stopped. I can see it in your eyes. You know this.
What if you're wrong?
We failed. We created Ground Zero. Caused everything to happen how it always did. Every piece falling into place.
Except one. The blast sent you through time. Brought you back to 2016. The same exact time from which you left. Something anchored you there. We need to know how you did this.
You think I wanted to come back? I was pulled away. Everything I came for was still back there. Left behind.
Beth, come on, move. Beth, get up. Beth, come on, get up. Please, Beth. Beth, you need to move, okay? Yeah, that's it. Get the gun. Come on, Beth, move. Come on, please, please. Beth, move! Paul, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't!
I'm not wrong.
You can't.
No! No!
Serene had the countermeasure the whole time. I had to get it back.
A rash decision. You claim Beth Wilder's death had no impact on your behavior, but...
Like I said, I barely knew her.
So, what you did next? It wasn't personal?
No.